For over a decade, one obscure web novel slowly faded into irrelevance. Thousands of chapters. Countless deaths. And only one reader left. That reader was an ordinary man. He wasn't special. No power. No fame. No future. Just a quiet life, and a story that refused to let him go. Why? Because inside that story, a lone hero kept fighting, no matter how many times the world broke him. And somehow, that struggle gave him strength. But when the final chapter finally drops, it ends in the worst way possible. Everyone dies. Except the hero. Alone. And that's when he snaps. He sends one final message to the author, calling the ending meaningless. But the reply he gets changes everything. This story exists because you kept reading. And if you hate the ending, why don't you write your own? That message arrives at exactly 7 p.m. And at that exact moment, reality breaks. The train stops. The lights flicker. And something appears. A creature not meant for this world. It doesn't explain. It doesn't negotiate. It simply kills. Then it announces the rules. Survive or die. 10 minutes. Kill something. Anything. Or be executed. Panic spreads instantly. People turn on each other. Fear becomes violence. But he doesn't panic. Because this is the beginning of the novel. This is where everything changes. He realizes something terrifying. He's not just inside the story. He knows how it ends. Instead of killing people, he finds a loophole. A tiny one. Insignificant. But enough. And when he proves it works, everyone turns to him. Too late. Because now, the real monsters aren't the creatures. It's the humans. The system rewards survival. Coins. Stats. Power. And with that power, people reveal who they truly are. Some protect. Some betray. Some enjoy the chaos. And one man becomes something worse. A predator hiding behind humanity. But our main character? He refuses to follow that path. Then he sees him. The protagonist of the original story. The man who survives everything. Cold. Ruthless. Unstoppable. But here's the problem. That man survives. By sacrificing everyone else. But here's the twist no one saw coming. He doesn't want that ending. So instead of following the story, he decides to rewrite it. Even if it means going against the strongest man alive. The stages get harder. Monsters evolve. The rules become crueler. People form alliances. Only to break them seconds later. And deep underground, a new horror awakens. A creature that doesn't just kill your body. It destroys your mind. Forcing you to relive your worst memories. Until you break. And when he's trapped inside it, he faces something far worse than death. His past. His guilt. The moment he chose survival. At the cost of someone else's life. And now, he understands the truth. This world doesn't just test strength. It tests who you are. Everything leads to one moment. One impossible enemy. A creature so powerful. Even the original hero can't defeat it. The battle is chaos. Fire. Blood. Desperation. People fall. Hope fades. And just when it seems over, the hero does what he always does. He sacrifices everything. To win. Just like the original story. But this time, something is different. Because someone refuses to accept that ending. With everything collapsing, he makes one final decision. Not to survive, but to change the outcome. To prove that this story doesn't need to end in sacrifice. And against all odds, he succeeds. The impossible becomes real. The ending changes. And for the first time, the story is no longer fixed. The world resets. The survivors remain. And standing among them is the one person who shouldn't exist. Not the hero. Not the strongest. But the reader. Who dared to rewrite fate. Because this story is no longer about survival. It's about choosing a different ending. And this time, he's not just reading it. He's writing it. If you enjoyed this recap, subscribe for more stories like this.